Good evening and welcome to Prime of Midlife. As you can see, I have my little mug here with me. Now, it's obviously in the Pompreps Shopify shop, but I was drinking my tea out of it today and it just made so much sense. Start where you are, use what you have and do what you can. And I thought, that is literally what I've been doing the last few days, because I have to start where I am. All this stuff that's going on, there's nowhere else to start from. I have to start from here. And I have to use what I have. Nothing's going to magically fix what I need fixed. So I have to do it. So I will use what I have. And I will do what I can. And it doesn't matter whether it's something huge in your life or whether it's just cleaning out the freezer, which weirdly enough I did last night. I didn't clean out the freezer, let's be sensible here, but I went to go and see what I was going to have for dinner, because obviously I have a lot of stuff in the freezer, and there was this huge stuffed crust pizza that I got Kathleen about a month ago and she hasn't eaten, and it takes up so much space in the freezer. And I was like, do you know something, I'm just going to use that up because we need the space in the freezer. So I'm going to use that. That's what I'm going to have for dinner tonight. Have to say, not something that I would encourage you buying, because it was, it was food. It was something to eat. That was about all that could be said about it. So this evening we are having a proper meal. We're having our homemade meatloaf with roasted carrots and I don't know what else yet. Probably the rest of the cabbage that I didn't use for coleslaw. So yeah, use what you have. And at the moment, I've literally just finished making some mayonnaise, because I still have eggs. So no point in me buying mayonnaise if I can make it in like 5 minutes. So did that. I've still got some cabbage there, some carrots, etc. But I've got the roasted carrots that I did earlier in the year that were in the freezer. And I thought, I quite fancy that. I'm going to get my meatloaf, put a bit of barbecue sauce on it, bit grated cheese, get that heated up, do my roasted carrots, and that'll be proper food, which last night most definitely was not proper food. But yeah, the using what you have is quite a big thing for me, because I know we've said this so many times before. I bought so much stuff in the beginning. I just found dried milk, which was used before the end of 2022. The one that I'm going through now is used by the end of February 23. So I'm just using them, and I will buy. I've still got like 3 or 4 things of dried milk there. So I will, swap them out, rotate them, etc. I'm not the best at it, I know, but certainly use what you have. And I had thought, look at me, I had thought a few months ago, it's like, I need a vacuum sealer, I need to get that, and blah, 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 blah. I thought, Cam, why are you doing that? Because really what you're doing is you're doing that to vacuum seal, to put it in the freezer, to, so that it's nice and flat, you can stack more, but also so that it stops the freezer burn. I'm like, well, just don't leave your stuff in the freezer that long and squish the bags before you put them in the freezer. Job done. So I shall not be getting a vacuum sealer this year. There is no need. I do not need it. I can put money to a better purpose. So that's that done. Also, again, with the use what you have, cup of tea with Pop-Tarts. I know, don't say anything. Kathleen bought them ages ago. They're almost out of date, but they're taking up space in my cupboard. And I think now there's 1 packet left. So I will be having a cup of tea with Pop-Tarts later, because that's just a waste of space. Keeping something just in case. Well, we're not going to keep things just in case now. We're going to eat them. We're going to make space, which helps with the decluttering, which helps with me rearranging things and sorting stuff out. But I just thought I would come and tell you, those phrases actually ring so true for so many of us, because there's a lot of us thinking, oh, if I just did this, if I just did that. Do you know something? Yeah. Sometimes if you just did this and you just did that, everything would be perfect. 99% of the time, life does not work like that. So what you do is you start where you are. Start with what you've got And I mean, for me at the moment, I'm starting with a house that's a disaster zone. I mean, I keep trying to redesign things and move things, and then I find other things. So I started where I was. I was sitting in the sitting room crocheting. So I started by sweeping out the sitting room. So that's the first step done today. I mean, I did dishes this morning because dishes can't wait, etc. But that was my first of the, let's get this place sorted. So my sitting room looks a lot better now. Now I just need to go around the edges and sort that. Using what I have, weirdly enough, Kathleen, a few years ago, she decided to try the MLM Sensei. She still has a bottle of laundry liquid taking up space in the cupboard. So she decided to start using it just now. And I'm like, good plan. Why are we not using that? Get rid of that. That's another bottle out of the cupboard. That's more space for more useful stuff. So we use what we have. And do what you can. You just do what you can. If it's not happening, it's not happening. My housework blitz is not happening today. Fingers crossed it happens tomorrow, but we've done the basics, we're getting there. And getting there is better than nothing. So, baby steps. We just do what we can. Hence me showing you my mug, which was a pleasant little thing to be looking at this morning with it. Yep, I can do that. So, yeah, that's what we're doing today. So now I'm going to go and turn on the fan in the sitting room because, again, it's like 20-something degrees here and the dog's getting a bit warm. So we're going to go and cool down and I'll catch you later.